it's supposed to be hello to check audio. So hello, hello. But then when students are checking on their phones, it just kind of gets ruined. All right, so here's our zeros. Now, there's another way we can write our zeros, right? Rather than writing it in set notation, we can kind of write it how we've written them before and just saying, all right, x equals -1. We know that's a multiplicity too, but we'll come back to that. And x equals 4/3. Right? Now, to write them as factors, we know factors set equal to 0 by the 0 product property. So you could probably do this in your head, but to just show what I'm doing, I'm going to set each one equal to 0. And again, as I mentioned, use inverse operations here. Multiply by 3 on both sides, subtract 4 to get your 0. Don't subtract the 4/3. So those are my two factors. Therefore, or these are my two factors. Therefore, I can set them in factored form. Now, again, we're trying to write the equation, so I'm going to set it equal to y or f of x, either case. So I can write this as x plus 1. However, what was the multiplicity? 2. And then here's just a 0. So if it doesn't say what the multiplicity is, we can just assume that multiplicity is 1, 3x minus 4. So here is a binomial squared. Well, guys, we talked about binomial squares and perfect square trinomials, right? We go from perfect square trinomials factor down to binomial squares. That means if I multiply this out, it's a perfect square trinomial. So you could multiply this out using FOIL, but hopefully by now you guys are starting to get the patterns here. This is a perfect square trinomial, meaning the first term is squared, the last term is squared. Well, 1 squared is just +1. And the middle term is 2 times the product of those two terms. So 2 times x times 1 is 2x. That's my perfect square trinomial. Factors down to that. Then I got to multiply that by 3x minus 4. All I did was multiply this out. If you need to, just make sure you guys do not do x squared plus 1. All right, so now we can just need to multiply this, and we can, you could use the box method like I've taught before, or we could use FOIL. Just make sure you multiply every term to every term. So x squared times 3x is going to be 3x cubed. X squared times -4 is -4x squared. 2x times 3x is 6x squared. 2x times -4 is -8x. 1 times 3x is +3x. And 1 times -4 is -4. Then I'll just combine my like terms. It's 2x squared minus 5x minus 4. And there you go. I am done. OK? Huh?
I just got lost.
What'd you get